Hello, I'm Kisshor from S1. So today we will do a program to store data from GST22, which is temperature and humidity, and we will also use ESP32 and also 3 separate female to female jumper wires. So first of all, we need to connect the ESP32's ground to DHT22's ground, which is stated as G and D. Okay, so for ground we need to use black jumper wire. Okay, it's now connected, ESP32's ground and DHT22's ground. And now we will move on to connect the power supply of ESP32 to the DHT22. So we will use 3.3 volts, so here, and then okay, for the power supply we will use the red jumper wire, 3, and then to the DHT22's VCC, which is the power supply of the DHT22. Okay, it's connected now. And then lastly we need to connect the data pin, which is in DHT22 is DAT, to GPIO pin 4 in ESP32. Okay, now we have successfully completed all the wiring to ESP32 and DHT22. Okay, so now we will create a new dashboard in Blink for the program to store the data in. So we will start now by creating a new template first. Okay, now we will set up the web dashboard. Okay, so now we have successfully set up the web dashboard, and we will save the dashboard. Okay, that is all for setting up the dashboard in Blink. Okay, so now we'll add the first device for the template we have created in Blink. We will name our device as ESP32 Lab 14. Okay, and now we will take the authentication code given by the Blink and paste it to the Arduino IDE to test whether the data is being sent to Blink or not. Okay, so now we will run the program. Okay, so as you can see, it shows Wi-Fi is connected, IP address, and the Blink connection data timer is activated. And here is data is being sent to the Blink, temperature 22, humidity 65.80, and location College Matriculasi Johor. And now we can recheck it in our Blink as it shows the status is online right now. And if we click this, it will show that our temperature is 22.1, College Matriculasi Johor, and the humidity is 65.8. This is exactly what we want, and it is a successful program. Okay, so now we'll create a display in Blink mobile app. So let's do it in my phone. Now we need to go to the Blink mobile app. And then now we can see there is an ESP32 Lab 14, which is currently my program that is running in my laptop. And now we need to go to developer zone and then Lab 14, and now we can customize the Blink mobile app display. So we need to add we can add the value display, and then we can set the data stream to temperature. Okay, now we can add the second widget, which is another value display. Now we'll set the data stream for humidity, and then the third widget, which will be another value display, and it will be the location. Yeah, V3. Okay, yeah, that is all for setting up the mobile phone Blink display. And now we can check whether is it working or not. So yeah, now it's showing the temperature, the humidity, and also the location. Okay, we need to change that. Everything should be given title. The first one would be temperature, the second one will be humidity, and the third one will be location. Okay, now we can recheck it again. So now it shows temperature, humidity, and also location. Yeah, temperature, humidity, and location. So now it's more clear that we can see which one is temperature, which one is humidity, and location. So that is all for creating display in Blink mobile app. Now we will transfer the wiring which we have done physically here to the walkway in IoT. So first, we have already set up an ESP32 here in walkway. We need to add DHT22. Okay, we have added the DHT22. Okay, we will connect the ground of DHT22 to ESP32's ground, and then we will connect the VCC, which is the power, to the ESP32's power. Tahu, jangan cancel. we will connect it to 3v3, and lastly the GPIO pin, we will connect it data pin to the ESP32's GPIO4. Here is the GPIO4. So we have now connected all two components with the correct wiring as what we have done physically here. So that is all for transforming the physical wiring to the online wiring. That is all. So as you can see, we have created a Google Sheets which is named that14 logger, and then with the columns of timestamp, temperature, humidity, and also location. So what we want to do now is the data is being sent to Blink, and now we want to transfer the data from Blink to the Google Sheets directly. So we have asked Gemini to give us a code, and it has said to enter the code in Sheets and then extension and also app script. So it is open now, so we just paste the code given by the Gemini here, and then check if the authentication code is right and Blink API URL is right, and then the sheet name, which is sheet 1 right here, is correct. So now we can save the project, and it is saved. So if we need to test whether the data is being sent or not, we need to manually run once first. Here you can see that it says execution started, and then success, log data, temperature is 22.4. And if we see our Google Sheets now, we have one data, which is the data we have just saw now, which is now added location, college matriculasi Johor. So what our lab wants to do is we need to put a trigger here. The temperature needs to be there every 5 minutes, so we will choose from source, we will choose time driven, and then hour timer will change to minutes, and then we choose every 5 minutes. So if we save this, okay, so now the trigger is already been set for every 5 minutes. So we can see the data is coming here every 5 minutes, so we will need to wait 5 minutes to have a new data, but we can actually try. If we want to manually try, we can just rerun this again, and we will have a new data here, 22.5 and 65.4. So this proves our code is working, our system is working, and also Arduino, Blink, and also Google Sheet are all working together to have the data stored here. So that is all for Lab 14. Thank you.